25-year-old Cotavious Thompson of Tampa, Florida is behind bars in connection to the death of a newborn during an unspeakable act of abuse. The Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office received a call on the 8th of December from a local hospital after an unresponsive 1-month-old baby was brought in with upper body trauma. Despite doctors' life-saving efforts, the child died the next morning from the injuries. The baby's mother rushed the child to the local Tampa hospital after she returned home from work and quickly realized that her child was unresponsive and seriously injured. When interviewed, the mother told detectives that her child was left in the care of her relative, Cotavious, while she was working. She explained that the last time she saw her child was during a lunch break, and there were no signs of injuries at that time. When Cotavious was questioned, he told investigators that he was in the restroom when he heard a newborn crying from the adjacent room. He said he noticed injuries when he picked the child up, but he said he placed the infant in the bathtub in an attempt to wake the baby while waiting for the child's mother to return. The medical examiner's office stated that the baby's death could not have been accidental based on the injuries exhibited, and the infant's death was ruled a homicide. The injuries of the child have not been released. Sheriff Chad Chronister said it's heartbreaking any time we investigate these type of cases. It's devastating to lose a child so tragically. This baby was innocent and had no chance at the hands of the suspect. This is an unspeakable act that should never have occurred. On the 16th of December, Cotavious was booked into the Hillsborough County Jail, where he's been held without bond. He's charged with murder while engaged in the abuse of a child. The authorities are investigating a potential domestic dispute that turned deadly for two people. At around 6:30 p.m. on Friday the 16th of December, deputies responded to a 911 call on County Road 1719 in Bay Springs, Mississippi. The caller reported hearing screams and gunshots from a nearby residence. When officers arrived at the scene, they discovered a man, identified as 33-year-old Jermaine Woolard, in a bedroom deceased from gunshot wounds. A further search of the area led to the discovery of 24-year-old Maya Ann Carter, who was found dead outside the home. Officials said they believe the shooting deaths were a result of a domestic dispute. Little information's been released to date on the case, and the investigation's ongoing. 41-year-old Aaron Dudley of Fresno, California, has been arrested and charged with murdering his sister and unborn child. On Thursday, the 15th of December, the Fresno County District Attorney's Office filed 2 charges of murder for the death of 26-year-old Enkai Logan and her unborn son Noah Logan. Aaron is accused of murdering his younger sister and unborn son at the home they lived in with their mother on Tuesday. Investigators said Dudley stabbed his sister Enkai multiple times in the womb, causing the death of her and her unborn son. She was 36 weeks pregnant at the time and had a baby shower just 2 days prior. They say he attempted to conceal his crimes by putting her into a trash bin and moving it several blocks and then setting her on fire with gasoline. Through surveillance footage, detectives were able to capture Dudley pushing the trash can towards a dirt alley along Cornelia Avenue. Dudley was found at the home as police arrived with a search warrant, and they say he tried to run. Once inside the home, investigators found evidence that tied him to the murder. Aaron was arrested and booked into the Fresno County Jail. Fresno Police Chief Paco Balderrama said, "I find this horrific. It takes a lot of evil, hate, and planning to stab your own sister multiple times." If convicted on all charges, Dudley faces life without possibility of parole or the death penalty. At around 11 a.m. on the 12th of December, 20-year-old Noah Helton and 23-year-old Kayla Hayes of Brandenburg, Kentucky, were arrested and faced attempted murder charges after their 2-month-old child was allegedly physically abused. On the 9th of November, a child arrived at Norton Children's Hospital with unknown injuries. Medical personnel conducted an examination and determined that the newborn had 17 fractures. Based on the diagnostic review, which took several weeks, they said the injuries reflect inflicted physical abuse and that the severity was deemed potentially lethal due to the child's age. Noah and Kayla were interviewed by the Cabinet for Health and Family Services, and they determined to give temporary custody to the grandparents. However, police said that the pair requested an attorney at some point and refused to make any other statements about the newborn's injuries. In addition to the attempted murder charge, both Noah and Kayla faced criminal abuse and assault domestic violence charges. The investigation into the matter continues.